get you that success. So now it's like every single time I come to God and I ask Him to make these prayers come true, I can feel Him asking me, do you want me to bless you? Or do you want me to bless this identity or this persona that you've created? And honestly, that really hit me hard because I'm sick of performing. And it's not like I've
Hi, how you guys doing? Hope you're doing excellent. Welcome to day 51. And today I just wanna just talk today. I think it just today was just one question that just popped in my mind was what is it that I desire for my life? That was the question that I wrote down in my journal. And this question is bringing me back to about something that I had thought about and I talked about with God earlier in the year, which was realistic my realistic expectations and godly expectations. And by that I mean we live in a world where we are encouraged to be realistic. In whatever situation that you're in, you're meant to be realistic. Right? It came to a point where that realistic life or realistic idealism came into play with my relationship with God, where I would make realistic prayers, I would make realistic desires, I would make realistic plans because I know for that I can get there. But that kind of realistic thinking eliminated the effect of me having faith that God can do exceedingly, abundantly, above everything I can think or imagine. Right? I say, what I wrote is, what is it that I desire for my life? And I kept on saying, what is it that I desire for my life? Realistically, I want to finish university. I want to get a job. I want to get a car, get a house, do these things, like these materialistic things realistically. So I want to do realistically. That's what it looks like realistically. Right? This is what I should have. I've made this plan since I began my undergrad journey. That after this, I'm either going to honors or getting a job, and then that's the next step, and then the next step, and the next step, and the next step. Right? And it's what I've always known, but every single time I talked about it, just feels like I am against something, right? Yes, it is a good plan, but is it the plan that God has for me? Is it the plan that God has set out for me, right? Because God is a big God, right? Who can do all things, who can do all things that even our minds till this day can never grasp. That's how good and great He is, right? And it has been this question has been a test of my faith, right? And it has made me think and ponder and question whether am I on this path because God has called me to be on this path, or am I on this path because I felt like this is where I should go because of my own skill set, because of my own understanding. I felt like this is the safest bet, the closest choice, the choice that seems more plausible, more realistic. Not the first time I'm asking this question. I am not. This question is coming up again this season, this time, because I don't know. I just sometimes I don't know this time, and I think I just want to still question and sit with God in terms of, okay, we're here, right? We're here. There's so many doors that are just waiting for me to open. Maybe it just needs me to be walking to those doors boldly, confidently, with blind faith, right? With blind faith. And by that I mean walk to an opportunity without thinking about, how am I gonna get there? Okay, what will be the outcome of this opportunity? Okay, what do I need for the opportunity? Okay, do I need certain things? Without thinking about all the logistics of it all, just go and grab it. Just go open the door that has been laid out for me. Do it blindly, and God will take care of the rest. And God will take care of the rest. What is left, He will take care of it. Right? And also for me, it sounds very impossible, but it's highly, very, very, very possible with God. Right? It's thinkings, it's thought patterns and thinking like that I'm not trying to break, but I want to bring forward and let God change and let God remove from my heart and let Him do what He needs to do. Yes, it may seem impossible to me. In man's eyes, it may seem possible, but it's more than possible in God's hands. It's more than possible. He has good plans for you. He has good plans for me. I just want to believe in it. I just want to believe that God has greater plans for me that I haven't even thought about for myself. He has so many things for me that I don't need to live a life limited because of how the world works. I don't have to live in a worldly mindset while following a godly God, a holy God. I don't have to live in a mindset that is limited and blocked, right, based on your own strength and based on your own capabilities. But I want to live in a life where my mind is rooted in God, rooted in His greatness, rooted in His big nature. That if something looks impossible, I just have to say, God, it is possible. It is very possible. Yeah, I was just pondering on this for like the last 10-30 minutes. I was just pondering on this because it's a question again I think I need to renew and just ask it again and again because it's a very crucial question, especially for me in my life and where I'm going with God. But yes, thank you for listening, and I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 52. See ya.